Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Okay, a couple of things. I'm going to be doing a live stream on Friday night with Dan, the card man. I don't know when this video that I'm doing right now is going to be uploaded. So Friday night, 7 p.m. Central. Make sure to come see that video. Dan's channel has been on fire, so make sure to check it out. All right, one of the topics I will be discussing with Dan is regarding WhatNot and potential hankus-pankus with their accounting. Now, there have been rumblings about this, and I wanted to weigh in. So, some people were not too happy with how WhatNot is, or what WhatNot's doing. So they're paying some influencers, some $50,000. I think Jeff Wilson $50K. The rest, I think there was also CC2. There's Mojo. There's Kenneth Fornos. I think he got $25,000. There's Roth cards. They all got $50K to spend on cards at shows, and then they'll have to sell it on WhatNot. And people are thinking, hey, there could be some potential weird things going on where WhatNot, this is people's thesis, right? Not mine. That they're artificially increasing the amount of revenues through these shows. Or not shows, but giving these influencers money. So I wanted to think about this the last few days. I was watching Dan's video. I watched, I think, or I saw Junk Wax Drake. I think that's the IG handle. They were talking about, hey, could there be some manipulation? And they're just discussing it. I thought about it. I was pointing like various scenarios in my head. And here's what I have come to a conclusion of. And before I come to, I let you know my thoughts. I want to say that, you know, it's fine if WhatNot wants to pay influencers this amount of money. Now, it's a different type of marketing. Will it work? Who knows? Where will WhatNot be in the years to come? I know that they have raised a ton of money. And all I say is that, you know, as long as no fraud's going on, I'm fine with it. I know some people are like, hey, WhatNot, you know, they're paying these influencers, blah, 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 blah. This is not good for the hobby. Ultimately, I believe that over the long run, the free market will determine, hey, is it going to be eBay? Is it going to be grading with Golden? Is it going to be WhatNot? Like, where are people going to go to? And I think eBay may be using some of the ideas from WhatNot where I think you're going to be able to put yourself out there live and just sell your items, right? We'll see how that goes. So that may be the way of the future. I do like the longer auctions though, but it is what it is. Now, in regards to hankus-pankus regarding their accounting, right? Some of you may be like, why are you talking about accounting? Well, the claim was made, hey, there could potentially be some fraud going on. So I want to think this out loud. I used to work in a marketing company on the accounting side. So I remember when we had to send money out to basically work with our account team to the vendors they work with. And what would happen, and sometimes the money would go to the account people, and we had have to use a specific vendor. I'm not going to name the name of the vendor we used, but they basically got an allowance to spend it on particular activities. So what happened was the cash went out the door, right? Just like WhatNot's giving cash out the door, right? Whether it's an ACH, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, wire, whatever. And this, people are saying, okay, this turns into inventory. Well, when I worked in the marketing companies, we didn't put it into inventory. We put it into a bucket called work in process. Now, most people won't understand this. I expect maybe Dan, the card man, a few accountants to probably understand what I'm basically trying to say in the next few minutes. So they put in the work in process. And then when the job was finished, they reconciled it and they did some accounting with some revenue accounts. And I'll walk you through what we did at the job versus what I think they're doing at WhatNot. So WhatNot gives Jeff Wilson $50,000, for instance, right? Jeff Wilson spends that $50,000. So if I were at my own marketing company, we'd put in work in process, right? Debit work in process, credit cash. And then Jeff is gonna, what? I think he sold some items. So let's just say he sold $60,000 worth of items, right? So, you know, revenue becomes $60,000, right? Debit receivables, credit sales, and then the cash comes in from the customers, right? So when the cash comes in, you debit cash, 60,000, and then the receivables, 60,000, okay? So you net out the receivables. Now you have $60,000 in revenue. But then on the other hand, where you still have money on the balance sheet is the work in process, right? The $50,000. So from my memory, what we used to do is we used to take it out of work in process and put it against cost of goods sold, right? So credit work in process, debit cost of goods sold, and then that cost of goods sold gets netted against the revenue. So long story short, take the $60,000 minus the $50,000 that was originally work in process, then that was sent to cost of goods sold, and then they make a $10,000 profit. So are they manipulating the revenues? Anything is possible, but in my opinion, if they're doing it the way that I did at my own marketing, not my own marketing company, but the company I worked at, probably not. But once again, we saw the FTX bankruptcy. I want to bring this up. They were engaging in hanky-panky accounting, right? That was hanky-panky to the extreme, okay? You know, I remember they had the Enron situation when I was in high school. Then they created Sarbanes-Oxley. And that was supposed to take care of everything, but it hasn't, right? More regulation hasn't really solved the issue of hanky-panky accounting or fraud. Will it improve some firms? Sure, most definitely. But it doesn't handle the issue of leverage in our system. But that's a topic for another day, maybe for my finance channel. So you're looking at this type of accounting. If it's done the way they did in my firm, I don't think hanky-panky is going on. I don't think they're manipulating the revenues that way. Could it be done? Yeah. Could they artificially increase the amount of revenue? Just say, hey, this is the amount of receivables that we have. That's what forensic accountants look at. They look at the revenue numbers first. So, you know, could they be cooking the books? Sure. Now, do I think they are? Probably not. Once again, I'll have to have more data to look at that, to substantiate that. But this is just me being honest, me having experience in the marketing sense of the world, not sense of the world, but the marketing side in accounting. And WhatNot, what they're doing is basically similar to what I did when I helped out on the shopper marketing accounting and then the experiential marketing accounting. So I want to give my 2 cents on that because there's a lot of hanky-panky out there. Now, once again, just because there's hanky-panky out there doesn't mean that everywhere there's hanky-panky. But just from my understanding of accounting and how I used to do it on the marketing side, I don't think there is. But once again, how much are they paying the influencers, right? I do know that some of these influencers say, hey, I'm opening boxes on WhatNot, right? Now, I'm just wondering, is WhatNot paying some of these people to do some of these, you know, just to go on their platform? That's what I'm wondering. The only way to know is just to open their books. I think like they get on like someone like Don Diego and people like that. So how much are they spending on these marketing expenses? Is it working? Are more people going on WhatNot? I would personally go on WhatNot, but I think I had trouble logging in one time. Maybe my wife created an account on there, and then I tried to create an account, but I wasn't able to. It was through my phone or something like that. So it is what it is. I will try out WhatNot, and I'll let you know my own experience down in the future, or in the future. I like trying new platforms out there. But anyways, guys, just wanted to give my own thoughts about this. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.